And welcome to another video on my channel. Today we're going to talk about the topic Guild Wars versus all of the other MMOs that you can see in the thumbnail. I'm going to name them again one by one. I'm going to explain why Guild Wars has passed the test of time. Yo, I'm just making sure that I'm not streaming but actually recording a video. But yeah, I'm comparing Guild Wars 2 to Final Fantasy 14, World of Warcraft, Elder Scrolls Online, Black Desert Online, New World, and many more MMOs at the same time. Now, I have played so many MMOs. All of these ones that I've named, I've played quite a bit. Okay, New World not as much as the other ones, but quite a bit. New World not as much because it actually just is gonna shut down, and I'm not interested in playing an MMO that's just gonna die in like a few months. Like, why would I spend my life in there? Either way. In the background you'll be hearing and listening to Guild Wars 2 original soundtracks, so just if you wonder what kind of music is playing in the background. And yeah, let's get right into it. Like I said, I've played all of these MMOs, right? And all of these MMOs have a certain thing in common. Obviously, all of them have certain classes, certain races and whatnot. And for that point, I have to say, okay, the races in Guild Wars 2 are not the best. I don't like them personally that much, but it's subjective. Doesn't matter at this point, it's whatever. Okay, this is all subjective. What the races look like, what classes, the classes, that's not really subjective, but there's like the main MMO classes in this game. Other MMOs have all of the main classes. You could argue in New World, I don't really like the magic over there. I think it's quite boring, to be honest. Compared to other MMOs, the magic in New World is quite boring. But yeah, that's the classes and races. Now, what does a basic MMO have as well, usually? Online content, okay? Most MMOs have dungeons, or raids, or, I don't know, trials, some of them call them. Just some sort of group PVE content. No, other MMOs don't. Like Black Desert, it literally doesn't exist. You just grind all day and kill mobs, or do PvP. For this point, Guild Wars has pretty good content. Compared to World of Warcraft or Final Fantasy, I must admit, Final Fantasy, in my opinion, has the best looking raids. And the way it works, that when you kill a raid boss, your mount music is the raid boss music. That's pretty cool as well. But apart from that, it's also pretty good in Guild Wars. It's not as good as in Final Fantasy, but still pretty good. Which then brings us to the next point. Also, obviously, New World has it, Elder Scrolls Online has it, but I'm not mentioning those because those ones are not even comparable to Final Fantasy 14 or World of Warcraft. I think both of these games have better PvE content than the ones I've named, like New World and Black Desert and Elder Scrolls Online are not even close to being as good as World of Warcraft or Final Fantasy or even Guild Wars. Now then, we've talked about the raids, PvE content type shit, you know. Before we get into the story and the PvP, oh man, do I actually have to fight? I'm making a video, man. Can you fuck off? Thank you. Now then, before we get into the PvP, questing, story, whatnot, like mounts, collectables, we have to mention something here. Black Desert Online is not free. It was pay to play. Okay, I got it for free because Steam, a lot of the times they give you the game for free. I have to so I have to kind of count it as a free to play game because it's most of the time you can get it for free. If you don't have Black Desert Online yet, then I don't know what to tell you, man. You've missed like 20 times where it was for free. So then it's pay to play, but that one is difficult. But the rest, Final Fantasy 14, World of Warcraft subscription. Elder Scrolls Online has a ESO Plus, which you don't really need, but you can have. And for every single game of these, you have to buy expansions, okay, to enjoy the game fully. Guild Wars has expansions and Living World Seasons. Living World Seasons are just extra story content, but you can buy it for in-game money. The expansions you have to actually buy. Just so you know, so it's like pay to play for Guild Wars, and compared to Final Fantasy World of Warcraft, which are pay to play and also kind of subscription based. Now then. Story. I don't care about story, to be honest, in MMO, so it's gonna be a bit difficult for me to talk about this point, but Guild Wars story was actually quite interesting. It was okay. I don't remember it, to be honest. It's been a while. I just remember I had fun while playing it, but it's not as memorable as the Final Fantasy XIV story, but that one I paid actually... Like, actually I paid attention to that one. Okay, Final Fantasy one, it must be the best one. Then maybe World of Warcraft to a certain extent. Not anymore. I don't like the most recent WoW lore. I don't even understand it, to be honest. The old one I quite understand, but the new one I don't. And then Guild Wars is okay. I like I said, I don't fully remember it. Elder Scrolls is dog shit. I was so boring. I didn't pay attention. New World, same. Was boring. I didn't pay attention. BDO, like the rest, I'm not even gonna... Look, whenever I don't mention the other MMOs, they're so bad that I don't even think of them, okay? But the way that you progress through the story is bad in Final Fantasy. It's so boring to the MSQ, it's crazy. The only good part about MSQ in Final Fantasy XIV is the fact that you unlock PVE content by progressing through the story. So you have something to look forward to. For example, you do like 20 quests, and then after 20 quests you get a dungeon unlocked, so you can do the dungeon, which is quite fun. In like World of Warcraft, you can just literally quest from the beginning to the end without, like, you don't have to do any content. So a new player that doesn't know how anything works, who's first time doing playing an MMO, they won't know that you could just do dungeons and whatnot to level and you know, combine it to have fun. Final Fantasy like actually holds your hand and it guides you through an MMO experience. Guild Wars does give you hints on dungeons, strike missions, but it's not that clean. I still think Final Fantasy does it the best here. Guild Wars is like WoW, I think. It's just questing, open world shit, and you can do the PvE, PvP content on the side, which, by the way, is better done than Elder Scrolls Online. I'm not even gonna... That one is like so bad. Holy... Like, I wanna enjoy the game, but I can't. You get this huge map. You don't have to complete it fully, but you get this huge map, and you're a new MMO player, for example. You gotta explore the whole map to like actually go through, like progress through the different maps, unlock the zones. It was just confusing at all. You could become a vampire. I didn't know. Just some viewer on my stream showed me and turned me into a vampire. So like it's chaotic in Elder Scrolls. BDO is okay. Story-wise, it was okay. I think it's boring, but it was okay. And then the rest is like... Blade and Soul was actually pretty cool to progress through the story with no dungeons. It was just fun, because the combat system was fun. Blade and Soul. Median 2, don't go to talk about that. Terra, like Bless, all of these ones are dead, and there's a reason why they're dead. They're boring as fuck. So, yeah. This one, I'd give it, like, story-wise, progression and everything, 6 to 7 out of 10. Final Fantasy 9 out of 10. World of Warcraft like 7 to 8 out of 10. I think that's fair enough. Now, PvP is okay in this game. You can either do small-sized PvP content or World vs. World, which is like Battleground and like a ton of people fighting each other, which is okay. It's like an MMO in the end. So either you enjoy MMO PvP content or you don't. If you do, there is stuff to do. I don't fully remember if there was 2v2 or something like that. I actually don't remember. I think it was 5v5 always, but I'm not sure, okay? I'm not gonna enter PvP lobby, but yeah. There's that. World of Warcraft PvP is very nice. PvP is very nice. Final Fantasy XIV, they added crystalline conflict, but it's still shit. So just ignore that. That game for PvP, it's bad. I don't like it. But yeah, coming up to the next point: mounts and collectibles. Mounts in this game are the best. Okay. Guild Wars 2 has the best mount system out of any MMO out there. Period. Okay, it is what it is. The fact that you have... I don't want to become this guy. Okay, this one, like for example, this one, the bunny, that when you hold spacebar, you jump very high. Very nice for different maps, because not all maps have flying, right? Especially all the older expansions. The Raptor, you can just hold spacebar and jump forward by a long shot. Just clean, fast travel, if you want to be fast, and you get this very early in the game. Skimmer, obviously it doesn't matter, like, I don't know why I would use it right now, but you can like glide, okay? Like if you like going down from a ledge, you can like glide down, or you can just use it above water to just, you know, as a water mount. So it's not only a water mount, it also is good to glide down. Then there's Jackal, I don't know, okay. Jackal is very specific. The use is only good for like certain maps, but it can like blink forward a few times, and it's a cool looking mount anyways. So I don't even have all of them. If you want to look at the rest, where are they at? Mounts. This one I don't have. This is like the high speed one that you can drift with, and you can actually be fast as fuck. This one I don't even know what it does. I think this one is PvP mount. This one is to... Oh, this one is you can be very fast, but it's like a gliding way type thing. This one is straight up flying, I think. And this one is two-seater that also flies. So, like every mount has its own usage, right? And then obviously you have a billion mount skins. I don't know. Okay, this is the only problem right now. Recurrent bond license from Black Lion Trading. Okay, all of this is Black Lion Trading, I think, which is like the in-game shop. Which is also... Okay. You can buy these from Gem Store. Gems you can buy for gold. Let's say mode license 1.2k. Gems, okay, hold on, where's the exchange? Currency exchange. There you go, gain gems, 1.2k, 440 gold equals one mount skin. I don't know if it has multiple ones, but like one set maybe. I have 32 gold. I didn't play this game, I didn't play much at all. And I'm not even full max level yet. I'm pretty sure if you're max level and you find your skin that you really like, you can just grind for it and get it. I'm not saying this is good. It's decent, okay? It's better than most games. Because like if you look at Black Desert Online, most cosmetics you have to buy for in real life money. There's no way to get it otherwise. Like any Korean games like that basically. If you look at Final Fantasy 14, that is decent. Okay. If we give it another rating, Guild Wars is maybe like... Okay, for the mount, okay, we gotta separate it. Mounts in of itself, 10 out of 10. Collection system, collectibles. That's a difficult one. I cannot lie. Collectibles, maybe... I'll give it an average 5 or 6 out of 10, something like that. Final Fantasy 14, 8 out of 10. World of Warcraft, 10 out of 10. World of Warcraft, collecting things is the best. That's the most fun thing to do in World of Warcraft. It's the best way. Like, you have to do hard content in certain, like, achievement mounts, different content for different mounts, for different transmog, skins, outfits, whatnot, right? Races, flying, all of this, minions, fucking pets, pet fights, pet battle, like, all of that shit. World of Warcraft is just number one, rank 1, 10 out of 10. Final Fantasy is okay. They try. But like most of the shit is boring as fuck. Beast stripes are dailies, boring. And then most mounts you can just get by doing an extreme fight or like a difficult fight for like 100 times in a row, and then you get it anyways. In World of Warcraft, at least, if you have difficult fights or like fights at all where you can get mounts, it's percentage based and you cannot get it for sure. Okay. People might say they like it, that you can get a mount 100% of the time, as long as you actually do the fight often enough, like 100 times. I don't agree. I think certain mounts should only be obtainable with this like RNG. Why? It keeps keeps certain interactions in game special, and it keeps players coming back. Okay, think of it this way. Let's say you do like a new fight and you're lucky as fuck and you get the mount, okay, and it's like a 2% drop rate. Why not? Okay, or like 5% if they're like very nice, and you have it, and it's very new, it's very fresh. Most people don't have it. No matter how many times they do it, if they're not lucky, they're not gonna get it. It is what it is. That's how it works, right? Now, this guy's so loud. Holy fuck! Let's go back to our corner. Now, imagine you have that, and then you have friends that play this game, or you see randoms, and you fly by them with your unique Drake or Dragon or whatnot that you got just dropped, and they message you like, "Holy, what is that?" And you're like, "Dude, I just got the drop, man." Damn. These people are gonna grind that shit out to also have that, which most people don't have. But if everyone has this mount 100%, if they just kill it 100 times, like, that's not even impressive. It just shows people that you have no life. It is what it is. You have no life. If you... Okay, I don't mean to front Final Fantasy 14 people, but it is what it is. And this is coming from a person that has farmed every single extreme mount up to a certain point in Final Fantasy 14. You are grinding for these mounts to tell people I have no life. And it might feel good to complete your set or like your collection. But in the end, it just means you've killed the same boss 100 times, which sometimes takes 10 minutes to kill. 100 times 10, that's 1,000 minutes. I don't know how many hours that is, okay? But that's a lot. And if you can kill the fight 5 times, then if you can kill the boss 5 times, okay, then you're already good enough for the fight. You don't need to prove to anyone that you can kill it 100 times. So yeah, I think certain mounts or outfits should drop with a certain RNG rate that make it more fun. Anyways, that's just I just had to rant a bit about that one as well in this video. Either way, I don't want to make it too long, this video. I just wanted to yap a little bit and wanted to share my thoughts of this game. I actually recommend it a lot. You can get most things for free. The expansions you have to buy, but you can buy them one at a time. And I actually feel like it's worth it to invest, because for one, every expansion feels unique, and you get a certain mount unlocked with every expansion, so it feels like actual progression. You're getting something new every time, and you feel the game is getting prettier and prettier and prettier every time, which is sick. Also, the content you get is fun. The classes you can play in this game is fun. The weapon swap system in this game is fun. It works well. The community is very nice, even though I begged for some gold earlier and I didn't get it because this person was a loser. Let's hide so we don't... Okay, this is this loser. Okay, we gotta kill him. I'm using my buttons with my mouse because I'm too lazy. But yeah, we'll kill him while I'm making this video. He's dead. Okay. Anyways, we're a Necromancer, by the way. Necromancer. Yeah, that's it for me. I don't yapped too much. I already yapped for way too long. You're invited to Dungeon Troll NPC. What? Open guild panel. I've been invited to a guild. Class online 1 year ago. That's crazy. Anyways, that's it for me. Hope you enjoyed the video. I just wanted to make a short, cozy, okay, it's not very short, a cozy video on why I think Guild Wars 2 is currently the best option for me personally for MMOs. Might be the best for you as well. Who knows? If you needed like a guideline, an idea on what is good in this game, what is good in other games, like a Tldr, many things, other games do better, yes. But many things that other games only do good and nothing else they do good, this game does decently well. So this game is a decent all-rounder, which is free initially, unless you buy expansions, and you don't have monthly payments to do. You can just boot up the game and play whenever you want, whenever you feel like it. And yeah, it's literally a game you can always come back to whenever you feel like it. And it is actually very old and still successful, just the way that World of Warcraft is and Final Fantasy 14 is. And I think all 3 of these games will stay here for a while and still grow. That's it for me. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'm done. Hope you see you next time. If you enjoyed the video, if you enjoyed the cozy vibes, feel free to like, put in comments what you think, subscribe. I'm out. Yeah, if you subscribe, I'll greatly appreciate it. Feel free to follow me on TikTok, Twitch, Instagram, even though I don't post that really, because I don't know how it works. Twitter, I don't do it either. But that's it, I'm out. Goodbye. I just like yapping. I gotta do this and do this. Goodbye.